Hello, Danny. Good afternoon. Hello, Danny. Good afternoon. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me, Danny?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Wow, great. Oh, by the way, Danny, are you in the group chat? Were you the one whose profile is wearing a pair of sunglasses, or was it your mom?
My mom is uh, the woman wearing glasses.
Oh, I really thought that that was you. Yeah, because I was thinking that, oh, she looks like Danny. But when I was like, oh, Danny is 12 years old. How can she be like a grown up in a picture? So I was like, oh, probably it's her mom. So my guess was right that it was your mom. Okay, how old is your mom, Danny?
Oh, my mom, 36 years old.
Oh, so young. And how old are you? 12, right?
Um, yes.
Are you the eldest daughter?
Can you say that?
Are you the eldest daughter in your family?
Yeah, yes.
Wow. How many siblings do you have, Danny?
Mm, I have one sibling. I have a younger brother.
How old is your younger brother?
He is 7 years old.
Wow, that's really good. Okay, what about your dad? How old is your dad, Danny?
Oh, my dad, 38 years old.
Oh, wow. Yes. Okay. So your mom is 36 and your dad is 38. Very good. Okay, thank you for sharing that one. Yeah, I was just curious because your mom looks so beautiful, young, and sexy. Yes. Okay, so anyway, today we're going to continue with this one. Okay, all we have to do is just to read and learn some words in here that you might don't know. Okay, so you will be A and I will be B. Okay, now what is the best exercise for young people?
Any motorcycle sport is great. Basketball, football, tennis. They are require a lot of running, plus the physical manipulation of some ball. Playing any of these sports needs strength, quickness, endurance, and coordination. So young people can develop many aspects of their physical well-being and have fun at the same time.
Very good. Okay, so great, no, great, Danny, because all words are pronounced right. Now in here we have B. Don't get me wrong. I'm not supposed to athletics. I'm not supposed to be athletic at all. They serve a very useful purpose, but young people need to develop their minds as well as their bodies. For every hour they spend chasing after some ball, they should spend an equal amount of time building the gray matter between their ears. Wow, this is kind of deep. Okay, so Danny, I have question. Do you understand the answer of persons A and B?
Yes.
Very good. So which do you agree more? Person A or person B?
Mm, Person A.
All right. Thank you for that. Could you please tell me why?
Mm, Sorry, but I don't have any idea. Can you send me some?
Oh, yes. Like, for example, I would agree with person B because, okay, as a young learner or as a young person, we should focus more on our education compared to playing sports because education is the key to become successful in our future. If we keep on playing sport, I'm not saying that playing sport uh is playing sport is absolutely not okay. It is okay, but with time management, we should balance between education and playing sports. Okay, but here in person B, she's trying to put emphasis on young people should develop their minds compared to their body. Okay, which is one thing that I agree because just like what I said earlier, education is the key to have a better future. Okay, now what about you? You said that you agreed with person A. Okay, why is that, Dolin? Because
Mm, I think play some sport, multi-skill sport. Uh, mm, I think is fun and
or I'm gonna ask you another question for you so that you can support your agreement. Okay. So what can we get if we play sports?
if if I play sport, I will I will have a good health and and more beautiful and have uh, and have healthy bodies.
Very
Body.
good. Yes, you are correct. Okay, so you could actually say like, I agree with person A because we can get a lot of benefits from playing sports. First, it makes our body healthy. Second, you can also say it like this. It can develop many aspects of our physical well-being and have fun at the same time, like that. Thank you for that, Dolin. Denny. Now, Denny, you will be A again, and I will be B. What is the best exercise for the elderly?
Mm. Um, People can play any sport that they play as youngsters. They may not be as fast or as strong as they once were. But if they have stayed active all their life, this should not pose any serious problems. However, the worst mistake they can make is to suddenly begin some high-intensity program after many years of inactivity. Then the lungs are weak, the muscles are underdeveloped, and the heart is in danger of overexertion. However, under the advice of a doctor, any old person can slowly and patiently develop his body path and should be ready to enjoy the athletic life again.
Very good. Okay, now here, according to person B, Exercise for old people should be continuous, not strenuous. Things that allow them to stretch are better than things that force them to run or lift. Golf is good. So are walking and swimming. But a very good additional activity is riding a bicycle. Of course, they need to be extra careful about wearing knee and elbow pads and helmets since their bones are brittle. But otherwise, riding should be great fun and do them great good. Okay, so here there is a word brittle and strenuous. Do you know the meaning of it, though, Danny?
No, I don't know.
Okay, so when we say brittle, that means their bones could easily get broken into many small pieces. That is brittle. And we have here strenuous. That means we have to do one thing that need great effort or our energy. For example, lifting weights need great energy, and we really have to put extra efforts in lifting weights, because if we are weak, we lift weights. So we really have to build our muscles in lifting weights. Okay, so here, Danny, do you have any question about what you've read?
Mm, I don't know the word high intensity.
Okay. So when we say high intensity program, this is when we go to the gym and we would do exercises that are so strong. What are those examples? Like if you would focus on your cardiovascular, like to help you breathe, okay, then you would do squats and you would lift weight at the same time, which require like let's just say 50 kilogram. So that's an example of high intensity program. They're not for weak people, they are for people who have been going to the gym for a long period of time. And for beginners, okay, it's not recommended for them to have this kind of high intensity program. Okay, just like in yoga, since you know, Zumba, right? You are into Zumba, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for beginners, Zumba, there are kinds of Zumba where the steps are very easy because it's beginners friendly. Okay, but if we say high intensity Zumba, this might include steps that are so hard to copy. Or maybe it involves jumping so high, backflipping, like that, just like the cheer dance. But I think it's not possible in Zumba. So when we say high intensity program, it needs strength, and you should be strong in doing it like that. Or in short, a program that's not good for a beginner, like that. So any more question, Danny?
No.
Okay. So now let's look at this one. What do you do for exercise? So you will be A and I'll be B.
Mm, every week, I play an active game of basketball with my friends. This has helped me in great health for many years and has also maintained my competitive spirit. I had to lose the game, but even more than that, I had to miss a shot or to be someone blocked my path or steal the ball from me. Sometimes I lose my temper, but mostly this just spurs me to try harder. And when the game is over, we can all relax together and rebuild the friendships that our
Eager.
Eager competition has endangered. No, I don't know the word.
Endangered.
In endangered out on the cold.
Yes. So do you understand what this means, Danny?
Some word I don't know.
Okay, so let's get into it one by one. So which words are they?
They are um explore me to try harder.
Well, spurs me to try harder, right?
Yes.
Okay. So in here, when we say the word spur, it causes you to do something. For example, okay, here, sometimes I lose my temper, but mostly this just causes me to try harder. So spurs means to cause, like this one, spurs. That means to cause somebody to do something. Another example, okay, I failed many times in my math exam. This spurs me to study harder. So when we say spurs, it causes you to do something. Is that clear now?
Yeah, yes.
Great. Okay, what else, Danny?
Um, endangered.
Very good. When we say that you are endangered, that means you are in a harmful situation. You are putting someone in a peril. For example, polar bears are becoming endangered animals because people will hunt them. And the Antarctic, where polar bears live, are becoming hotter and hotter because of climate change. So the iceberg that they live are melting. That's why they are endangered. When we say endangered, that means putting something in a harmful situation or becoming extinct when it comes to animal. Is that clear now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Or let me give you another example. Like that girl wanted to go out night, which is not okay because she is putting herself in danger like that. That is also that girl is endangered. That okay, when that girl goes late at night, she is endangered. Is that clear now?
Mm, yeah.
Great. So anything else, Denny?
Mm, no.
Nothing else. Okay, what about in this B?
Um, I never exercise. I think it's
Oh,
in
wait
the
a minute.
boring.
It's my part, so I'm gonna read that. I'm sorry. I thought that I finished reading this one. Okay, okay. So here it is. I never exercise. I think it is a boring waste of time. I used to go to the gym at least 3 days a week to run, but after a few months, I didn't feel or look any better. So I stopped. I stay normally busy and active, and I'm in pretty good health. So I don't see the need to sweat myself up for no reason. Oh, I beg to disagree with this person because exercise is very important. And to sweat out every day is what our body needs so that all the bad toxins from our body will come out through through the form of sweat. Yeah. So what do you think of her answer, Danny? Do you agree or not agree?
Hmm. Hmm. Maybe I maybe I agree.
Okay. Are you the type of person who would go extra mile just to exercise?
No.
Okay. So I respect your answer, Danny. Okay. So in here, let's look at this. So people usually start exercising with a firm determination to continue, but many fail to persist. And do you know why? When we say persist, that means they don't continue what they started. They're just good at starting one thing, but they don't persevere in doing it for a long period of time. That is persist. Okay, now you will be the F and I am M. Let's go to the gym.
Oh, you go. I'm tired.
Tired from doing what?
Lately, I'm just tired of the same routine. We go to the gym every week, and it's getting boring. It's the same old schedule every time.
Oh, you're just disappointed that you are not making progress anymore.
That's part of it. I guess at first I could see result. My waistline went down. I lost a lot of weight and my scores improved. But I think I've reached, reached the limit of my ability.
If you stop, you'll just get fat again. You should exercise to maintain the gains you made, even if you don't continue to make more.
I'm true of that. But maybe if I just watch my diet, that's what happen. If it if it if it does, I can always start exercising again later. But right now, I'm just not up for it. The truth just brought me to tears.
Won't you miss the new friends you've met?
Not really. I don't. We don't have anything in common except sweet. And I have lots of other friends I can get together with to do things I enjoy more.
Okay, I'll go by myself then. Don't say you weren't invited.
I won't have fun, but make sure you shower well before you come home so you don't stink the place out.
Very good. Thank you for reading with me, Danny. You are a great and a fast reader. However, there is only one word that you mispronounce. Okay. This is what we call sweat. Sweat.
Sweat.
Very good. So here we have number one, sweet, just like the chocolate. The chocolate is sweet when we taste it. But when we say sweat, it is a liquid that comes out from our body if we do some work. It could be exercising, running for 100 kilometers, like that. That's sweat. Sweet and sweat. Okay, now your turn. What's number one?
Sweat is mean the chocolate.
Very good.
Candies. Uh, sweat.
That's right. Very good, Danny. So, any question about our conversation?
No.
Okay, I have a question for you. Why is it that the girl doesn't want to go to the gym anymore?
Hmm. Because She 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 think her health and her body don't change don't change after she go to the gym. I think
Very good. Okay, do you think that is a good idea to stop going to the gym if you don't see any progress with yourself?
no, I think it's the not good idea.
Why?
Mm, because I think young people and me and I should go to the gym because we can have a pretty body after we go to the gym. But I think it must do for a long time.
That is right. Very good, Danny. Thank you for that, Danny. Okay, now, Danny, we are now in issue number 7. It's all about household chores. Okay, so what is household chores, Danny?
I think um, it's a work to do at home, like um, uh, washing washing clothes.
Yes, you are correct. Washing clothes is an example of household chores. Okay, so in other words, Danny, household chores are a set of things that we do at home regularly to make our house or home organized and not messy. Okay, so in here, it is amazing how much work has to be done every day just to mean, oh no. I'm just reading. Okay, so read with me silently. Just to maintain the place to live in. The dishes have to be washed, dried, and put away. Clothes not only need to be washed, dried, and put away, but ironed as well. The floors need to be swept, the furniture dusted, there's garbage that has to be taken out, toilets and bathroom tiles need to be cleaned, and then we need to shop for groceries and make sure all the bills are paid. Periodically, we need to replace the wallpaper or repaint the rooms. Sometimes we have to repair the furnace or the air conditioner or some appliance. The work never ends. Yeah, I definitely agree with this one because once you finish washing the dishes, for example, then it's gonna be dinner time again. Then you have to do it again and again. It's like that's just how it is when it comes to household chores. Yes. Okay. So Dolin, what about in your house? What are some chores that you hate the most?
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute, Dolan. Before you answer, I want you to enter again so that it will not end automatically because we're going to have a 45 minutes class and my Zoom is only limited to 40 minutes. So if we do 40 minutes, I cannot extend for 5 minutes anymore. So please enter one more time. All right? Okay. See you later again, Dolin. Hi, Danny.